would be back this soon because after I put the other tape up, I realized that there was a package that I hadn't opened. I had so many packages on the table and I put one aside and hadn't opened it. And then since then, a couple of other packages have arrived. So this is kind of a smorgasbord kind of a video tonight because I wanted to show you the deck that I just edged. So this is the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. But let's see if I can show you. See, I did it in this sort of light rust color because the back of the deck has this sort of orangey color. Actually, when I'm looking at it in the camera here, it's actually a little darker than it appears. And the color that I used for this is a marker, and it's the Winsor Newton brush marker. Winsor Newton brush marker. And it's the color is cocoa, and then it has a slash, / said cocoa and chocolate. But when I started, I got some bleed through on one or two of the cards because I didn't realize that the marker has the wedge shape on one side, but then it has the more pointy end on the other, and I didn't know it had two sides. I should have read the directions better when I ordered it. So when I first opened it, I was using this one, and that's probably why I got the bleed through, because I just couldn't get the angle right. So then the other thing that I got, which I still don't know what to do with, is the Florida water. Now this is the Florida water they opened the other day, the package, but I hadn't opened this to smell it. So when I opened it to smell it, I got an interesting combination of alcohol and citrus. Now it says on here that it's a cologne, but I got it because I think it was Intuition Tarot who said that she and the others said that they use it, they spray their sacred areas down. So I have to read that again or look at that video again or see what people are doing with this because I had never heard of it before. And it sounded good to me, but I don't think I will use it as a cologne. For some reason, I thought it was something you drank. How do I know? I didn't know what Florida water was. So anyway, it's a cologne. At least this Florida water is a cologne. So that's that thing. Okay, and then we got that. So now we have some packages here. So there's a book here. Let's see what it is. You know, sometimes when I see these books, if I get a good price on them, I order them. Because I am an inveterate collector of books. I just love to collect books. And I have books that I probably won't read in this lifetime, but I just always have the best intention, to spend my winters sitting near the fireplace reading a nice book. But let's see, why is this not opening? Okay, it doesn't want to open. Okay. So we'll cut it from the other end here. There should be a law that all packaging should have a sort of universal packaging. Because look at this thing is so inside too. Ugh. Oh, okay, this is great. Okay, Becca showed a version of this. This is called the Advanced Workbook for Spiritual and Psychic Development. Let me take this tag off here so we can see the title. Okay, well, I won't take the whole tag off. Now, Becca Hale, on her Intuition Tarot YouTube channel the other day, had a book, one of the books like this, but it was more of the beginner book. And when I looked up the book title, I saw that there was this one, which was for the more advanced spiritual psychic development. And since I had, taken classes on some of this stuff years ago, I thought, well, maybe I'll get the advanced book instead. So let's see what it is. And it was like $7. Okay, gives you things to try, a lot of things to try. A third eye, oh, they talk about the chakra development. So there's a thing on third eye chakra development. The print is kind of small, but I think I can deal with it. Good thing I got new glasses a couple of months ago. This is really important stuff. The first thing I read is this: do not mix your spirits. No alcohol or mind-altering substances for that matter. Well, no kidding. Okay, well, this is going to be fun because it's not that big a booklet, so it'll be nice, pre-nighttime reading. Okay, so now let's see. I think this is another book here. Yep. Oh, this one's going to be easier to open. It doesn't look like it's heat treated to seal all those edges. And this is Amazon Goes Gold. Okay, thank you, Amazon. Oh, I got the Marseille Tarot Revealed to go with my first and only Marseille deck. And this came well recommended, so, oh wow, look at the pictures. Okay. Wow. I love the way they have such large illustrations in this, right? This is amazing. Okay, I'll just flip through it here. Wow. Well, this is a whole new system for me to learn. But I just fell in love with the deck that I bought. And then I thought, I really do need a book for this. Okay, so I think I know what this is. We'll find out. It's not tarot related. I think this is one of those Google things. Lisa and Peggy had it on their YouTube the other day, this week, and they were giving it away as a free draw, and they picked the winner today. But you know, I didn't think I was going to be one of the winners, so I went and looked it up online, and I found somebody who had a good price on it, and they were giving me a discount because I'm a first-time customer. So I got a great price on it. And when the other thing came out, Alexis, I wasn't going to order it. I mean, my son had it and friends had it. And I thought, well, I don't want to subscribe to a music thing. I usually have all my music that I want, and most of my music is from the 60s and 70s anyway. So most contemporary music is not to my liking. So let's see here. Yeah, so, yeah, I only paid like $33 for this. So it came from, let's see if it says, it doesn't say where it came from. I was going to give you the name, because if you haven't ordered for them and you want it, let's see, if you haven't ordered from this company and you want to get one of these at the discount as a new customer, it just says Distribution Center in Lakewood, New Jersey, but it's interesting the name of the company's on there. But anyway, I got the Home Mini. You know the reason I got it is because you can tell it to wake you up at a certain time of day. It's like an alarm clock. So you don't have to go around setting it. You just say, hey Google, wake me up at 6:30 a.m. And you have a friend in electronics. So I'm going to have fun with this, I hope. It has a little packet. And I think they said you could tie it into Pandora for other music too. I just didn't want to have to pay for music. So I'll see what else it can be used for. I may remind it to sing a song to my doggie when I'm out, right? Pandora, play such and such for Riley when I'm out. It's going to be funny. It's going to be funny. Okay, now we got 2 boxes here. I don't know what's in these boxes. It feels like it's another book. Oh, these are those corrugated boxes. I hate to work with those. Oh, not too bad, not too bad. Okay. As I told you the other day, with my recycled people, you have to take apart the recycled corrugated boxes. The only paper they take is corrugated, and you have to take it apart. You can't put the whole box in your bin because they won't pick it up. They were picking it up before, but now they decided they want you to break it up. So let's see what book I have. Ooh, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Conscious dreaming. It says, A Spiritual Path for Everyday Life by Robert Moss. It says, in Conscious Dreaming, Robert Moss details a unique 9-step approach to understanding dreams, using contemporary dreamwork techniques developed from shamanic cultures around the world. Conscious dreaming shows you how to use your dreams to understand your past, shape your future, get in touch with your deepest desires, and be guided by your higher self. Moss explains how to apply shamanic dreamwork techniques, most notably from Australian Aboriginal and Native American traditions, to the challenges of modern life and embark on dream journeys. Moss's methods are easy, effective, and entertaining, animated by his skillful retelling of his own dreams and those of his students, and the dreams offer dramatic insights and outcomes. According to Moss, some shamans believe that nothing occurs in ordinary reality unless it has been dreamed first. In the dreamscape, we not only glimpse future events, we can also develop our ability to choose more carefully between possible futures, and on. So that is going to be another interesting read here. And the print is small, again, but I can deal with it. 9 Keys to Your Dreams. It's a chapter, Becoming a Dream Catcher, Dream Guides and Guardian Angels, Dreams of the Departed, Using Dream Radar, Shamanic Dreaming, this is the Conscious Dreaming, Exploring Dreams with Partners. So very interesting, very, very interesting. Okay, and so lastly here, I think it's lastly, I think it's another book. This is my day to get the books, right? Okay. Woo. This one opened really easily, didn't it? Oh, it's the Marielle Tarot. Wow. Well, I'm going to open this. I definitely am going to open this now. Let me see here. I've got my knife ready in case I did get a deck. So let me see. Oh, I'm happy to get this one. Yeah, I'm kind of at the end getting the decks, a lot of the older decks that I've been wanting to get that I've read about and seen videos on. And I think the only one older deck that I might still really want would be the Jeopardese, but Jeopardese, I don't know how they pronounce that properly. But I hear that they're coming out with a new one, maybe in 2020, and I don't need to have an original because they're asking exorbitant prices for them. So let me see. How am I going to get this out of here? I don't want to ruin the box. Oh, I see. Okay. I took it out of the thing, but it looks like it has a tab here. Aha! It's the tab that lifts it up. Here we go. Wow, isn't that nice? Wow. So let's see what's inside here. Okay. This is obviously very well done. Okay, when you take the book out, it has the 2 compartments. So it has this compartment here, and then it has a compartment with the deck. So I'll take the deck out here. Okay, so let's look at the book first. It says The Marielle Tarot, Landscapes of the Abyss by Marie White. And then it gives the most basic accounting of the major arcana and the various suits. Let's see. And then they're going to have black and white photos of the cards. And so they give a pretty long explanation of the card. And there's like 1 page of the tarot, and then there's still more on the other page. And then they also give you the keywords there. And then they also give you the traditional divinatory meaning. So it looks like it's a very useful book. There's a lot of information in here, a lot of information in here. And it's all in English, so it's not like you're sharing it with many languages and you think you have a larger book and you don't. And then they also have reading with tarot. And then they give a daily reading spread in the morning, and it tells you how, to shuffle the cards 7 times while thinking of vision. So they give you basic things a beginner like me would like to know, because I see people shuffling one way and then they switch to shuffle another way, and everyone seems to have their own kind of routine that they do, it seems. So it would be interesting to see what this book says to that. Let's see. Okay, and then they have card 3, which is of advice. And then they have another one here called card 2 is first person's mind. And then they have second person's mind, and then foundation of the relationship. And then there's a yes or no spread. There's a past life spread with 5 cards. Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of spreads in here. Yeah, there's another one here. So it looks like it's a very, very informative, useful book. So let me put this back in here. And I'm going to go through these cards. I'm going to do a quick run through of these cards because a lot of you probably are very well aware of this deck already. But I haven't seen them. I haven't touched the cards, so I'm eager. Look at the beautiful gold on here. This is really a lovely deck. Cards are a pretty good size, too. So will this thing slide off? Yeah, it's like the one last night. It did not want to slide off, so I'm going to have to get in here and cut it. Don't want to hurt the cards. Okay, love the backs of these cards. Look at the back. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so now we have a couple of about Schiffer titles. There's an ad here for more Schiffer titles. These are shiny, but they're waxy shiny. They're waxy shiny, but not slippery. But it's funny. This card is quite thick, but this one isn't. So I gather that this is going to be the thickness of the deck. I like the cards when they are about this thickness. I don't like them too heavy. Although the last deck I opened, the cards were heavier, and I was really surprised that they shuffled really well. Okay, so let me see here. Some of these are kind of sticking together. So now there doesn't seem to be, are there 2 cards here? Maybe this is thick because there are 2 cards. Because suddenly it's starting with the Magician, but I'm not seeing the Fool. Yep, that's what happened. That what I thought was thick, the cards are sticking together. So I guess they're going to stick together until they get used a bit. Okay, so I'm going to just go through these rather quickly here. The Fool. Beautiful card. The Magician. Put them all back on. Yeah. I wonder if this, oh my goodness, look at the High Priestess. Wow, is that not something? Wow, that's pretty spectacular. I really like the artwork on these cards. It's interesting. I'm going to have to see if other people kept the border on these because they do seem larger than some of the other decks. And it looks like they'd be easy to trim if you didn't want a border. I mean, look at this Emperor. Isn't that gorgeous cards? Wow. Now that's a very interesting card, the Hierophant. Wow. That's amazing. I think with the newer version, they've changed some of these cards, and I think the Hierophant is one that they've changed. Interesting Lover's card. I love this Chariot card. Look at that with the wolves. Wow. Justice. Well, the Hermit's fascinating. I mean, can't even see his face. I mean, he's really hiding out there, isn't he? This is a very different, unique deck. Amazing artwork here. I'm going to have to really study these cards. This is the Strength card. I had to look at it for a few seconds before I could see what was going on in here. Wow. Oh my gosh, look at the colors in this. Let's see, this Hangman. Look at those colors. Wow. That's amazing. And the Death card. Whoa. Powerful, powerful Death card. And Temperance. Tigers are my favorites of the cat family. When I was a little girl, I used to go to I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, and I used to go to the zoo, and I would just stand in front of the tigers' cages and just stare at them. I just loved them so much. Okay, look at this. We have the Devil card here. The Tower. Another very pretty card, Star. See, now that one, if you tried to trim it, it would look like you trimmed it badly because it looked like you cut someone's head off. But yet it's actually cut off within the card itself. Wow. This is a very different moon card. I mean, it's a moon card without a moon. So something in there must be hinting of the moon. I guess it's that circular piece there with the person's head inside. So it's sort of like the man and the moon, but it's a different kind of a moon. And the Sun card is the same, so I guess that's what they're doing. But very, very, very pretty. Judgment. The World card is beautiful, beautiful World card. Okay. Let's see, and then we have the Ace of Wands. I love some of the colors in these cards. Let's see, they're just going to they're doing the aces first, I see, so they're not keeping them together. So we have the Ace of Swords. It's a good thing they're telling you what's on the cards because I would not have known that was an Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Discs, which will be Pentacles. Wow. It's so funny. It's got a female upper torso, male lower torso, and then the horse at the head. I'm definitely going to have to read the book to read what all this is about. and the Two of Wands. Two of Swords. Two of Cups. And they're sticking together, so I have to pull them apart. Two of Discs. I mean, that's really a beautiful card. Wow. Okay. So we have the Three of Wands. Now, interesting with the Three of Swords. So it doesn't seem to be piercing the body of the bird. So it's interesting to see what she attributes the meaning to. And the Three of Cups, of course, the only indication is the water, being a water sign for cups. And then we have the Three of Discs, which is sweet because the little baby and the parents. And they're still sticking together here. Okay, here we go. The Four of Wands. Four of Swords. I'm still sticking together. Four of Cups. That's really pretty. Another pretty card, the Four of Discs. And we have the Five of Wands. Let's see, is this another card that's sticking together? Yep. Five of Wands. Wow, this is an amazing card, the Five of Swords. I mean, look at that, the child and those beautiful white owls. Gorgeous card. It's funny, it doesn't have to me the emotions that I usually see or feel with the Five of Swords. Definitely going to be reading that book. And the Five of Cups. Some of the artwork in this deck is just amazing. Five of Discs. Six of Wands. Six of Swords. Wow. Six of Cups. Six of Discs. Gorgeous, gorgeous cards. Oh my goodness, look at the Seven of Wands. Oh my God, I could just stare at that forever. It's so wonderful. I mean, look at those eyes. Wow. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Seven of Cups. And we have the Seven of Discs. I think when I'm done going through these, I'm going to put them according to each of the groups rather than having just all the aces, all this. I want to take a look at them within their own relationship in the suits. Let's see. We have here the Eight of Wands. The colors are just amazing. And I mean, look at that. At first you look, you don't see it, but then if you look at the top with the darker color orange, it's either a lioness or a cougar. Amazing, beautiful, beautiful card. And then we have the Eight of Swords. It's interesting, she doesn't have the normal, I don't know. Let's see, I was mixing it up with something else. I was thinking the Eight of Wands, which is flying through the air, but of course this is the Eight of Swords, it's not the Eight of Wands. Okay, but sort of like bondage. Okay, the Eight of Cups. Pretty. And we have the Eight of Discs here. Again, there's so much kind of hidden away in these cards. I mean, look at all that. You have to really go in, and it pulls you into the card. The artwork pulls you in. Oh, Nine of Wands. Beautiful tiger. He's showing his power. Wow. Wow. And then we have here the Nine of Swords. Again, they were sticking together. Nine of Swords. Now this is interesting. The Nine of Cups. It's like almost a monkey fur, but a human face, and then you've got an ankh, which it represents life. Nine of Cups. And then we have the Nine of Discs here. Again, look at all the symbolism in these cards. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And we have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Swords. It's amazing. Ten of Cups. Ten of Discs. You can't look at these very quickly because there's so much in these cards. Page of Wands. Wow. Again, I got two stuck together again. Page of Swords. Page of Cups. Look, so sweet. The Page of Discs. So cool. Okay, oh my goodness. I'm getting more cards stick together here. Okay, let's see. Wow, look at the Knight of Wands. That's another one you can just get lost and just stare at that for quite a while. Wow. I'm taking time because some of these are stuck together. I have three stuck together there. Here's the Knight of Swords. Wow, Knight of Cups. I just love the use of the tigers throughout this deck. I mean, look at this beautiful white tiger here, the Knight of Discs. Wow. And then we have the Queen of Wands. This looks like a little leopard or jaguar cub. And the Queen of Swords. Queen of Cups. Wow. Queen of Discs. Wow. I keep saying oh, wow because I'm just blown away by this deck. King of Wands. King of Swords. King of Cups. And lastly, they have the King of Discs. You know, this picture reminds me of, I was up at Mount Shasta with a group of friends several years ago. And we had a fellow who had never been up there, and he was kind of new to metaphysics, right? And so we kind of all went our way, and we went up to Panther Meadow. But this fellow decided to go out of the campground and head down the mountain a bit. And when we got back, we found an almost hysterical guy. Because when he went down there, he met himself. Not that he found, it found him. He met with a figure that had the body of a man, I think it was, and I forget because this is going back about 15 years ago. But he had antlers like a deer, but he was combination man and I guess it was deer. And this thing spoke to him and told him he wasn't advanced enough spiritually to go past that point. And so when we got back to camp, we found this hysterical, shaking guy. And we all sat there in the tent, just doing Reiki on him and just trying to get him to relax. There's a lot of amazing stuff on Mount Shasta. It's a very mystical place. You can see, on any given night, you can see UFOs flying overhead or coming in and out of the mountain. You'll hit energy spots there that just blow you away. It's an amazing place. And that card just reminded me of it. So anyway, I digress. So let me see how these cards are going to shuffle. I mean, look how, they're pretty big. So I'm going to see if I can just shuffle them like in a normal way. Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess I have pretty big hands for a girl. So I can manage them. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to, I don't think I can rifle shuffle them. But so, if anybody else has this deck, I would love to hear your input. Because I think this is the older one, and I got the older one because I think I like some of the cards in it, and I think I looked at a newer one, but I think that maybe 3 of the cards have been changed. So anyway, I'd like to know if you have the older one or the newer one or both, and what do you think you prefer more over the other one. So anyway, that's it for me. I think I'll do a very quick thing for stuff. I had rung my bell beforehand because my daughter told me that when I rang my little gong here, it hurt her ears. So I'm now doing it beforehand. So let me just pick a card. Whoops. Oh my goodness, cards are falling out all over the place. Uh-oh, card fell out. Let's see, 2 cards fell out. Okay. So I guess I'm supposed to read 2 cards. Okay, this one is the first. This is the first one. Let's see. It says, "What are you willing to release today in order to open your path to grace and joy?" Okay. And Spirit wanted this other one, so here we go. Here's the other one that popped out. It says, "To attain peace and joy, you must be willing to embrace all that you fear. Fear is overcome by acknowledging it and allowing it to be wholly felt." Thank you, Spirit. Well, that's it for me for tonight, everybody. So I hope you have a wonderful evening and you sleep well and have a wonderful day tomorrow and every day. So take care, my friends. Namaste. Love you.